everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plushies are for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Due to the graphic and disturbing nature of the crimes discussed, listener discretion is advised.
Killing 15.
Hi there, neighbors. I know that's not what Sam wrote in the script.
Hello, Looney Tunes. We have a treat for you. Sam has brought us a killer. A possible serial killer. At least that's what we all believe here in the local area where it happened. The killer is quite known in our area, and likely no one outside of this area would know.
Well, I'm telling
That is
you.
the most redundant 4 sentences I have ever heard. Half of them I added right before the one you wrote. A little bit of a backstory. We moved up from North Carolina in the late 1900s, or the turn of the last century. Right before the turn of the last century. Yeehaw! Or as Ezra would say, the late 1900s. All are very valid takes. All of them make me feel like dirt.
Yeah.
And we started hearing about this killer in the area. We heard about this guy who dragged a woman behind his truck down Potato Hill Road. Interesting, huh? No? Well, too bad you're going to hear about it anyways. This is what Sam remembers from our own family connections and before our yearly family party, where she got the book that she read many years ago. Did you actually get a book?
Yeah, it's behind your head right now.
Oh.
It's part of that pile that we got.
Honestly, though, she's pretty sure she got most of this right. In the early dark morning hours of April 1973 in Utica, New York, Mary Rose Turner went for a walk. Not unusual for the divorced mother of 5 who suffered from insomnia, and as a father of 3, I would love to run away from the little bastards. She spoke with her landlord before leaving her Court Street building. Anyways, a mile away from the building was the 24-hour Shell station. Do you remember when there used to be Shell stations here in the central New York?
No, actually, I really don't.
I kind of do. Now everything's a Stewart's.
Stewart's, Clifford's,
Circle K.
Circle K.
And it's Cliff's, not Clifford's.
Whatever.
Fast Track. Fast Track's a big one.
Fast Track, yep.
Burn Dairy.
Burn Dairy.
In the daylight hours of the morning, a farmer saw a green car dragging something down Potato Hill Road in Boonville. Sam did not realize it was in Boonville. I did not realize that it was in Boonville.
The Starr Hill Road's in Remsen.
From Court Street in Utica to Potato Hill Road, it is 32 miles, or roughly 35 minutes depending on how fast you go. 35? Sam?
I already looked it up.
No, you looked up the legal speed. We have never taken...
Well, here's why. From Court Street, and you're going to end up having to go up 12.
Hold on, I'll call Zach right now. He used to work on Court Street, or in Utica, and he lives in Boonville now.
Yes, but Potato Hill Road, the easiest way to get on Potato Hill Road for where he was is to take Starr Hill Road.
Well, yes, we know he takes Starr Hill Road.
So, anyways, that's where they have it coming from. I mapped it all 3 ways that it told me. I went with the highest and longest way.
Yes, you went with the longest, or the highest, the longest in speed way.
Yes.
Because
Which I believe it was 12. So I don't think he went through Holland Patton. Anyways, finish reading.
So anyways, several people witnessed this. The farmer didn't think anything of what he saw, just filed it away. It was hunting season. Another set of witnesses saw the green car. Now, fun fact, our great-uncle Earl Winters worked for the highway department. Can't remember if it was county, town, or state. And that day, he was surveying on Potato Hill Road with his partner. They both saw a green car dragging something white. While they did think it was a little bit weird, they did not investigate.
Aunt Lou told me about one of the things Aunt Betty was against was that, well, Uncle Earl was against was that he believed it was a deer before.
Well, that's exactly what Mom always told us. Was
Yeah.
that the story was Uncle Earl thought it was a deer, so
It seemed weird, but
it seemed weird, but it was the weird you could
get away with.
you could justify.
Yes.
It's the that's peculiar, but I get why. He
Yeah.
could have tied it to the back of his car, and then it rolls off.
Right.
Later that morning, the farmer saw a strange substance on the road and what looked like organs. Not knowing what to do, he went to Remsen State Trooper Station on State Route 12, which is about 15 miles or under 20 minutes. Really? Are you doing that for every distance here?
Yes, for one reason. Because when we're going to do it, and we are going to do it.
The trooper joked that the farmer had read too many crime books. However, he did investigate, because back then, cops cared about things like
Organs on the road.
he sent another trooper with the samples to the lab. It did come back as human. They followed the trail to a clearing where they found the remains. The hands and feet were cut off. The face was nearly removed and unrecognizable. The coroner's report said that she was killed by asphyxiation while the hands and feet were removed after her death. They were able to identify the remains as Mary Rose Turner. During the investigation, they found remains of a fire and were able to find the clothing she was wearing. Based on the description of the car, they started looking at Bernard Hatch fairly quickly. Hatch worked at the Shell gas station, and he was working that night and owned a green car seen by witnesses. Hatch also lived on Starr Hill Road, less than a mile or 2 minutes from the evidence site. They were able to execute a search warrant on his car and home. What was found in his house brought up that he may have more victims. They found clothing belonging to, I think the last name was Katie, her young daughter. We're related to Katie's. Or is
Yes.
that Katie the first name?
Katie's the last name. We'll get into that.
They disappeared back in 1971 or 73. They found clothing for another woman and young boys' clothes. Again, they were missing back in 71 or 73. However, no bodies, no crime. As I bastardized a Bob Marley song for.
Nobody, no crime. We are creepy.
We are. This is
'Cause
this
that
is
was-
modeling.
Because I'll be honest with you, I was looking away from the computer. AJ's next to me. We aren't looking at each other right now. So,
So anywho, and without any actual evidence of a crime, they could not do anything about those missing women and children. There was a pond on the property that could have been the final resting place. However, they did not check the pond. At least, Sam doesn't remember reading that they checked the pond. And that seems like something that she would remember. Not to mention, it would also work on local legend.
it would have worked into the local legend. And it
You'll hear
doesn't.
the local legends tomorrow,
On Mything 15 minutes.
where we talk about Starr Hill, the hauntings of Starr Hill,
Yes.
and then on Friday when we talk about our ghost trips up to Starr Hill. Based on the evidence found, a warrant for his arrest was signed. Hatch was found in his brother-in-law's house on Soul Road. Really? Once arrested, he was remanded to Oneida County Jail. Dad used to work there.
Yep.
Man, we're just going through the entirety of our...
Family.
This is freaking me out, bruh.
But then again, it's a local area, and we've lived here for like 20 plus years now. So,
Yeah.
it took 3 months and over $1 million. Oh, sorry, I skipped a sentence.
Okay.
His trial was the longest one Oneida County had seen, and it may still be the record. It took 3 months and over $1 million. He maintained his innocence the entire time. However, once he was found guilty, he said, well, you should have seen what I did to the others.
But he was innocent.
According to Uncle Earl via Aunt Betty, the trial was a joke. The defense was all over the place. If Sam remembers correctly, the book goes into the trial using the transcripts, and the book was another work of twisting facts.
Yes.
In 1976, maybe. I love how many maybes, I thinks, and possibly, if I remember correctly, are in here.
Well, I'm doing this off memory without actually looking it up.
You told me you were going to look at the book.
I looked at the book. That's further down.
Oh, I'm sorry. In 1976, possibly, Hatch's ex-wife came to visit him in jail. According to the guards, she seemed happy when she got there. Except 2 hours later, she left the jail sad, depressed, and just not the same. Shortly after that visit, she would kill herself. No one knows what was said, but it was enough to make her leave this world. Hatch's daughter maintains that in a lockbox left to her by her mother, there would be incriminating evidence that would incriminate Hatch on multiple murders. Okay, she in this sentence, when she passed away, she left the lockbox to her daughter. Is that when Hatch's daughter died, she left that to her daughter?
So
okay.
Hatch's granddaughter.
Okay. From what Sam had found, the granddaughter of Hatch opened the box. There were letters from her grandmother, Hatch's ex-wife. She told of the abuse she endured and that she was forced to help find the likely grave sites of the victims. There was also a knife. Once up for parole, he was denied every time after that point. The parole board in all of the area said that he was not allowed to be free. In 2021, Hatch died in jail. No cause of death was released. However, I would suggest that it's COVID related.
Oh, totally.
If only because it's 2021 and we've already seen a lot of people, both on our show and just by anecdotal evidence from people who work in
jails and everything, in the correction facilities.
In corrections, that, yeah, there was a lot of, if you were an old-timer in jail, you kind of died.
Yeah.
Not to mention, there's a reason that no one liked Cuomo after that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that he's running for fucking mayor of New York City?
It doesn't matter. He didn't even win the primary. Get back to work.
No shit. But guess what? Do you think that's going to help corporate Dems? No. There's a Muslim running, Sam. And he wants to give people food.
I know, it's weird.
That
Anyways.
devil. I'm sorry. You're right. We're on a time crunch because you got to play your stupid mobile game.
I like my stupid mobile game.
I can fill the next 20 minutes.
We're going to keep going. We could do it. Just read.
One thing that Sam knows is that this event changed the surrounding areas of Floyd. Period. Most everyone had a story of either what it was like in 1973 during the manhunt, or they've been on Starr Hill and saw something. Which is an episode of Mything 15 Minutes that goes into tomorrow. That goes into what that something may be. We also will be discussing our own experience on Starr Hill Road and other features of the area on Friday with blanking.
Yes.
The thing Sam wants to end with is that from Starr Hill Road, you can see almost 2 counties, and it is truly glorious. It is truly unbelievable. At night, it's fucking terrifying. During the day, oh my god. Actually, not true.
At night, if you get it on a nice moonlit night,
especially in summer or spring, where everyone's outside, so you see the dotted fires of people getting fucking blasted in the woods.
Or, even if you do it in the wintertime, you got the beautiful lights against the freaking snow. It is gorgeous. We will take pictures and post them at some point.
Today is Monday, July 14th, 2025, and Sam has been going over details in the book that she may not remember. So here's the details that she missed that are important to the overall scheme. In 1959, Hatch was in the United States Marine Corps, discharged in 1965. On October 27, 1963, Hatch was arrested for kidnapping, rape, and firearms. Really?
Yep, in Herkimer County. Next.
Oh, because it was in Herkimer County, the appealing court reversed and modified his sentence. August 4th, he was released from Attica. Cool. Cool is in that he was in Attica, not cool that
Yeah, I know.
the Katie women, Lindsay and Lisa Ann, went missing July 2nd, 1970. There are letters and journal entries that describe her relationship with Hatch. Really? Before they went missing, Linda Katie left her mother a note saying, moving to Syracuse. She then withdrew $345 from her savings account and was last seen June 20th on Soul Road. Lorraine Zinicola was the next woman who went missing along with her 3 sons connected to Hatch. On June 3rd, 71, Lorraine left a note for her mother saying, going south with the boys. They were last seen July 8th. On July 9th, she withdrew $4,000 from Cornhill Loan and Savings. Well, that's something you don't want to hear every day. Modern days, Cornhill Loan and Saving is your drug dealer going, I'll spot you until next week.
Mm-hmm.
$2,000 in cash and the remaining in a certified cashier's check, which was cashed downstate in Amsterdam. On September 8th, the missing persons report was filed with the Utica Police Department. They were officially last seen on July 8th. On July 12th, 1972, Joanne Piccioni was raped and murdered. March 9th saw Hatch arrested for the rape first and held in jail. However, he was then found not guilty December 16th. Holy shit. April 26th, 1973 was the last time Mary Turner was seen. Hatch was out of work at 7 a.m. He was seen by 6 witnesses at 4 different locations between 10 and 12. Trooper Chaffee was the responding officer. The trooper that took the evidence was Trooper Broccoli.
I had to put it in there.
The next day, Hatch called in sick. The day after that saw Hatch going into Holland Patton to get his tires done. On May 1st, a Shell gas station was robbed. Is that actually relevant?
Yeah.
The only thing taken was the time cards for April 27th. Weird!
Weird, right?
The road where the remains were found was Letterman Road in Steuben. Hey,
We've been there.
I've done things on that road.
Me too. Anyways.
On October 17th, 1973, Hatch was indicted by a grand jury, arrested, and held without bail. On April 27th, 1974, Hatch's ex-wife killed herself. On November 6th, the trial started in Rome, New York. Really?
Yeah, at some point it was transferred to Utica.
Okay, because I'm assuming that it was in Rome because it was right off Steuben, and a grand jury would have to be in the city versus a municipality? I don't know if it's a municipality. I know it's its own thing, but
I know that that Boonville is a municipality because it's a town.
Right.
So I think because of where he was, and they were in Oneida County, which means that Rome is also a seat in the county.
Fair enough. And then it was transferred over to Utica. The trial would end March 3rd, 1975. On March 6th, he was found guilty of second-degree murder. Hatch attempted suicide by slitting his wrists on April 2nd. He was patched up and sentenced to 25 to life on April 6th, 1975. Lorraine Zinicola's son. Okay. Lorraine Zinicola's sons' name are Joseph, James, and Mark. That's really the last sentence you want to have on this damn thing?
Yes, because I realized I didn't give their names.
You could have gone back and at least typed it in real quick.
I could have, but I totally spaced on that. But I have met Linda and Lisa's husband/father.
Really?
Yeah, it was a relative of Sierra's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got to meet him, and he had some things to say about Hatch. Ooh, boy.
Well, of course. I mean, it's one of those things where, if you haven't noticed, this is a local thing. We try not to do local.
No, but this is a good one.
This is legendary local. This isn't like, a couple years ago this happened.
No, and it's not even an urban legend. Not even
there will be urban legends about it springing up, but I think anyone who's been in a small city, because let's be real, Rome, you know what I mean? Rome, Holland, Patton.
Rome is huge by area. We are the second outside of the city.
But we have a population that is essentially a large town.
That's true.
I think there's only 35,000 people who live here. 35 to 50,000 or something like that.
No, I think there's more, but yeah.
No, I've looked it up.
Anyways.
Anyways, long story short, so you have, and then we grew up in Holland Patton, which is right there.
Yeah.
You know, I had a girlfriend that lived on Soul Road. We've had close family members. Family or friends, depending on how you want to think about it. But they lived on Soul Road.
Yeah.
We've driven through Steuben. We've been to every cemetery in Oneida County. That's thanks to my mother.
Yep.
I believe there was one in Steuben we also went to. Steuben
Yep.
or Remsen or Steuben?
Frenchville. It's off of.
I don't care.
46 anyways.
Every other road here has its own little fucking ville.
This is true.
New York divided itself very stupidly.
Agree.
But, honestly, that is the perfect place to stop. Because now you know the major inciting incident that caused a lot of urban legends, both in our family legends. One day we'll do like a blanking on just our our family urban legends.
Oh, that would be
like
great.
the Benjamin Franklin Katie stuff.
How Belinda Katie was in the mental institute. Yeah, we got some good ones.
You know, and not just on our mother's side. You know,
Yeah, we got some
we
good
are
ones.
related to John Morton.
John Morton of Pennsylvania, who signed the Declaration of Independence. We're also related to Levi P. Morton, who was governor of New York State and vice president under Benjamin Harrison.
Benjamin Harris?
No, Benjamin Harrison.
All right.
Because William Harrison was died in the 30
William
days.
Harrison is I thought that was the president.
Yeah, Benjamin Harris was the president.
I thought we only had... Okay. I'm not going to fact check you on this. We're under a time crunch here. So, tomorrow, like I said, go over to our alternative channel, Mything 15 Minutes, where we talk urban legends, where we will talk about that. And actually a ghost story, a urban legend that happened way before Hatch.
Yep.
That I actually had never heard of until I was investigating. Because guess what? This week, it's Starr Hill week.
Do you know why I knew the information you had me reading?
Why?
Because I started looking it up for aphid.
Oh, did you? Man, there's something that will never happen.
Oh, we will make that happen at some point. I want to do at least 2 episodes of it. We might do a little, like, television movie.
Killing 15 Minutes, the movie?
No. But anyways.
It worked for Smosh! That's
Anyways.
a joke that maybe like 3 people are going to get.
Yeah. Alright.
So,
anything else?
no, I will hope to see you guys all tomorrow.
Oh, before I forget.
Yes.
In the book, which is... What's the name of it? It's behind you underneath the 3 things.
I've got 50 fucking books here. Okay, I've got Dungeons in a Box. I've got... By the way, we have our new office slowly coming together. We will share pictures. Search.
Oh my god! I thought I was gonna...
And the Cubs win the World Series!
Give me that. A Killer Named Hatch, Massacre on Potato Hill by Thomas Blanchfield.
A true story.
But according to my Aunt Betty, they legitimately screwed up a lot of details. Like the fact that supposedly the survey crew was Earl and Winters. Yes, you heard me correctly.
Earl and Winters.
Earl and Winters.
So anyways, this is a special week where we will be talking Starr Hill. And if we can get I want to give a good goal here. If we can get 100 people, how many people do we got following Killing 15 Minutes right now on Facebook?
Almost 1,000, but I don't think they listen. Everybody listens to it.
No one listens to us. But if we reach over 1,000 people on Facebook, okay, on our Facebook page, go to Carry On Prod, or is Killing 15 its own thing still?
Killing 15 is still its own thing. So, but I post everything on Carry On Production, Carry On Prod for Carry On Productions.
Short answer: let's get 1,000 subscribers, followers, whatever the hell they are on Facebook. 1,000, and we will do a live field report. And by that I mean we will follow the trail, and then we will also do a little ghost tripping in Starr Hill. All while our stuff is playing. And maybe we won't even do it that our stuff's playing. Maybe we'll do live audio.
I was thinking live audio, or we can live stream it through Facebook. We can have it where we do it through Riverside.
Short answer, we will come up with some way of making this a very special thing. It's local. We know it. We will continue to cover it. Well, it's kind of covered.
Yeah.
But 1,000, we will do it because we have 3 whole episodes that we're about to do. Well, we just did 1.
Yep.
So see you tomorrow. I'm AJ Carey.
I'm Sam Rossi. Later, y'all.
Keep on carrying on.
C-A-R-E-Y. Because
Carry On Productions.